I'm Alex, he's Jim, and this is the Charging Status EV podcast. How you doing, Jim?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm not too bad. Not too bad.
I sounded dangerously kind of happy and positive there, didn't I?
Yeah, don't let it fool you. Jim's not usually that happy, so.
No, I'm a miserable bastard. Angry at the world. By the way, sorry about all the rubble in the background as has become the norm. If you can see that in this video, hopefully you can't. Hopefully it's been nicely cropped out by wonderful James. But if you can see the rubble in the background, sorry about that.
You might be able to see I've still got my Christmas tree up because I'm a lazy bastard. So it's in the... Hopefully you can't see that, but I will take that down today.
Is it a Greg's Christmas tree? Have you got any Greg's ornaments?
There's a M&S Percy Pig on there.
Oh, yeah.
There's a Costa Bauble, and there's a few other bits and pieces.
Costa
So there is
Bauble?
some... Yeah. Costa Coffee.
That's controversial.
Coffee thing.
You've gone off-brand.
Oh, yeah. It's one from ages ago, to be fair.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We're recording this on the 26th of Jan. We did meet up. This feels like possibly 2 days ago, but it was actually nearly a week ago. We met up in the delightful town that has all of the sights and sounds of Telford. And we drove the non-electric BYD Sealion 5 DMI, which was a pretty decent car, really. So we spent the morning together filming that for our various channels. What did you think of it?
I generally thought it was pretty decent. The one downside of it is that the suspension's really hard.
Yep.
And obviously we saw the same thing with the Seal 6, was that it seemed to be a really quite a decent car with really hard suspension.
Yeah, when I drove it after you went home, it was a bit stiff. I don't know. No, I know. But I'd say after about 15 minutes in it, I did feel a little bit sicky. It was that. Oh, yeah? The ride was that choppy. So I'm not really sure why. I haven't driven the Seal U, which is its bigger cousin, I guess.
Yeah.
But, it's the same sort of thing, isn't it? Just bigger. But I'd imagine, hopefully, that's not the same thing. But I don't know why they've chosen such stiff suspension.
I think it's probably just been set up for another market, and they've just delivered it here, where what they need to do for the UK variants is change things up a bit, particularly in Shropshire, where I found the roads to be absolutely atrocious.
Oh, they're awful. Yeah.
Oh, so many giant potholes on A roads. My poor old Model 3 suspension took an absolute battering a couple of times.
Yeah.
So much so, on one occasion, when I stopped to charge, I actually got out and checked to make sure the wheels were still pointing in the right direction, because it took such a bang.
Yeah.
And it was one of those where there were so many potholes, I couldn't get out of the way, and I had a split second really to work out which one I was going to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I chose unwisely.
Yeah, that part of the world isn't. They have never really had the best amount of roads, to be honest. But yeah, it's a bit out of the way for you. That was about 4 hours, I think, from your place. But
yeah,
a bit of a strange place to have a car launch. But yeah, it was
good.
It
took me about 5 to get home.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, the weather was pretty shocking though, and I'm not one of those people when it's banging down and blowing a hoolie and you've got no visibility. I don't do 80 on the motorway when it's like that.
Good.
Unlike a lot of the other people using the road that day.
Yeah.
And it was hideous, and obviously there were accidents because people do still drive like idiots in any weather. And I was just so knackered. I stopped about 3 times for a quick charge and a coffee. McDonald's, I got the coffee, by the way. Again, don't hate me for it. And yeah, it just felt like a slog going home from that one.
Yeah.
But it was a typically understated event from BYD, I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty much. But I thought the car, really, at the price point, you're not getting anything plug-in hybrid of that size for that price, really.
Well, MGHS.
How much is that?
That's less, I think,
Okay.
or very similar money Yeah, 75 miles of range on the plug-in hybrid one as well.
Oh wow.
So it starts at 31 and a half, and the
Okay.
top spec trophy is just under 35. So
Hmm.
it's very similar money.
Very similar. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's really quite decent competition for it.
Yeah. The MG looks better.
Yeah.
And it also has a bigger battery as well. So yeah.
But MG's typically like a more of a BYD are trying to pitch themselves as like very mid-market, aren't they? Where MG's always been pitched a bit more as kind of entry level's the wrong word, but more of a value brand, if you like.
Yeah, whenever I get in a BYD, I'm always shocked at how good quality everything is.
Yeah.
Like everything is really screwed together really nicely. All the seat materials are nice. They do seem really, really good quality vehicles.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's good. Nice. Yeah, your review's out on your channel right now, and then my review will probably be out by the time this podcast goes out. So I'll put some links in the show notes for those. So all good.
That one is a plug-in hybrid. Is a plug-in hybrid rather than a full EV, and obviously, we're on an EV podcast, but because we both cover lots of different stuff, I think we have to include some plug-in hybrids in this, don't we? From time to time.
Yeah, I think that's all good.
Yeah. What you drove there in the VW electric van, didn't you? The Transporter.
Yeah, the e-Transporter. Yeah. It's weird because that van's quite expensive, and if you go on VW's website, look at the ID Buzz Cargo versus the e-Transporter, in every single metric apart from one or two, the Transporter's worse. Like it's got a smaller battery, less range, less efficiency. But for those who don't know, it's basically a rebadged e-Transit, and then VW and Ford have this ongoing relationship where they share cars and van platforms. And the only real thing I can see the difference is the towing capacity, because electric vans don't typically have, cargo vans specifically, don't typically have the best towing performance, and this one's pretty decent. And that's really the only thing that seems to be going for it.
You can get it as a combi as well, can't you?
You can get it as a combi van, or you can get it as a shuttle van as well. So there is a bit more flexibility in terms of the different sort of layouts you can get on it. But it is really expensive. I think the one I had was a top spec version. It was about 55 grand without the VAT knocked off. So once you knock those things off and maybe lease it, it probably would make a bit more sense.
Is it
on
not
paper.
55 plus VAT, or is it Inc. VAT?
I think it's 55 including.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And the lease prices are like 30 quid a month more than the PV5 at the moment.
Yeah. And if you need,
I'd still take the PV5 over it, I think. But obviously it depends on your particular use case, etc.
Yeah, definitely. It's the PV5 doesn't have 3 seats in the front, where this one does. The PV5 is a little bit smaller, and it also doesn't have the best towing performance on the cargo version. So if you need those different bits and pieces, it makes a lot more sense. Thankfully, the one I had was a 65 kilowatt hour battery, and they've actually refreshed it since I think in the last few months. So now I've got a 70 kilowatt hour battery, and the charging performance is a bit better than it used to be. So they've improved it in the last few months, which is good. But for a van that has the same size battery as the Kia, and the Kia's got 40-50 more miles range, it's it doesn't look quite so good on paper. But with these sort of things, the companies would be leasing them, wouldn't they, on the fleet leases and stuff? And I imagine they're quite good value. So
yeah. I still, though, when you look at it against the PV5,
I know,
even if they were the same price,
I know,
you'd think, I know for some people it's going to be a more practical thing than the PV5.
Yep.
But probably that number's quite a small one.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. But I guess if it's that, they've just repurposed an existing platform, they might have done it with very low expectations for sales and stuff. I don't know.
But yeah.
I think it's a weird one, isn't it? Because on the car side of things, I think Ford have done very well from the tie-up with VW, because you could argue that some of the Fords are better than the equivalent VWs, and that's probably just because they've released the Ford version 2 or 3 years after the VW one came out.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you get in the Explorer, it's not going to have some of the issues that, or some of the frustrations you might have had, like with an ID4, for example.
Mm-hmm.
But on the van side of things, you think, actually, VW haven't done that well
No.
from the tie-in with Ford.
No, I think all of, apart from the Crafter, all of VW's commercial vehicles now are Fords. So the Amarok is a Ford, the Caddy is, I believe, and so is the new Transporter. So yeah, it's weird, and it's surprising how long, because usually commercial vehicles they're all platform sharing, and it's for a very, very long time only Ford and VW have done it on their own. So it was kind of only a matter of time. But yeah, you're right. I think I think Ford have done possibly better out of it than VW have. But yeah, there you
go. Big news at the time we're recording this.
Oh yeah,
actually, it's past the time we're recording this. But I put one of my news roundup videos out yesterday, and one of the things was that the BMW iX3 won Car of the Year at the What Car Awards.
Oh wow.
And I said, I can see why. It's moving things forward. The interior's very bold. Like it's going to be quite an important car for BMW, being the first one of their new class, etc. And of course, you could get 500 miles of range. And maybe this is an end to range anxiety. And people went mental in the comments saying, how can you make a Car of the Year a car that costs £56,000? And someone said, if that's the case, my Car of the Year's, I can't remember what they said, but like the Rimac or something. And I thought it raised an interesting point that I don't agree with, because what are your thoughts on this? What should Car of the Year be? They were like, I think the last time I looked, that comment had like 25 thumbs up on it or something.
Okay.
And about 5 or 6 responses saying this, yes, bah. But does Car of the Year have to be an everyman type vehicle, or can it be the best thing for that money, or the best car in its class, or the best overall? Or what do you think Car of the Year should be?
Because it usually depends on, because there's a couple ones, isn't it? So this one has been an outlets decision. So What Car have decided to make that car of the Year. There's also the European one, isn't there? Like load of journalists come up and vote and whatever.
Yeah.
So
there's a UK one as well now.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what criteria they set themselves internally. It'd be quite interesting to see what they decide. But maybe it's a combination of like social reaction or like cultural reaction to the car. The Renault 5 probably deserved what it got last year or the year before, because it sort of captured everyone's imagination, didn't it? I think, and so that makes sense. But I don't know. It's it's probably as I said, it's probably down to what car decide internally of what their most impressive thing that was released in 2025 was, and probably based on the range that was achieved and the design decision that BMW's made, it probably made sense. But I don't know.
My biggest problem with it getting Car of the Year for 2025 is that it hasn't been released yet, and we're in 2026.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, and that happens a lot, doesn't it? Like something wins Car of the Year before anyone's bought one or had the opportunity to buy one.
Yeah, because someone might buy that based on that.
Yeah,
and then it might have reliability problems. You never know.
Yeah,
the wheels might fall off after week one. So
and that's obviously something that we never know, do we? If
no,
I mean, we've driven that BYD the other day. That might be the car in 10 years that everyone's saying, if you want a car that just doesn't ever break down, get one of those. That might, instead of saying get a Toyota Corolla, we might start saying get one of those.
Yeah.
Or it could be an absolute bag of nails. And we don't know. And that's really, someone gave me a load of grief the other day in one of my reviews, saying like, why are you recommending this car? Because like cars they've made in the past have been really unreliable, and it was an MG or something.
Right.
I'm like, well, I don't know if this one's going to be or not. I've spent 2 hours with it, and I've made a first impressions video.
Yeah.
I've got no idea. And in the video, I think I even say they've had a checkered reliability history, but this is a new platform, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. No.
So we'll see how it goes, you know?
Yeah, that's why it's really important for them, those type of videos, to be sort of labelled as such, rather than just review, which is a bit, on What Car's website, it says factors including how good a car is to drive and how comfortable it is, as well as interior quality, usability, practicality, reliability, safety value, and running costs. So it isn't just we like this one. It is a bit. Sounds like a bit more that goes into it. So yeah, I mean, I know 56 grand sounds like a lot of money, and it is, but it's not.
I was just going to make the exact same point.
Yeah,
it's a BMW with 500 miles of range. I don't know if the 56 grand one's got 500 miles of range, by the way.
I don't know.
I don't know if there's a couple of battery options or... But, like, when you think about it, it's 10 grand more than a Tesla Model Y.
Yeah, because when I saw that car, I thought, oh, that'd be 70 grand. Like, easy.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, in fact, I think 'cause we saw it in Munich, didn't we? And I think we both said, it's really nice, but it's going to be like 70 grand or something.
Yeah. Yeah, very possible.
I don't think it's a shocking price, but I think probably a lot of people that make those kind of comments don't realise how much cars cost now.
No,
and like
cars are expensive.
Really average cars cost sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's car of the year anyway. There we
go,
go,
folks. So it's from 58 grand. I mean, obviously, BMWs go up really, really high in terms of. Yeah, that will get you 500 miles of range. That's got the 100. Yeah, for 58 grand, you get a 108.7 kilowatt hour battery with 500 miles of range. So there you go.
Right. Yeah. So it's yeah.
And 400 kilowatt charging, 11 kilowatt AC. So yeah, I'm surprised
as well. Like
oh my god,
a lot of money's gone into that battery.
Yeah, nowhere near as it probably was 5 years ago. It's probably come down a heck of a lot. But it's still, I didn't actually expect it to have this battery at that price, to be fair to it. So, yeah, I think I had a comment on a Honda Civic video the other day. It was like, oh, well, yeah, of course it's good. It's 30 grand. Will you be surprised how many cars are crap at 30 grand?
Exactly, yeah. Or just very basic for 30 grand.
Yeah.
I mean, go and look at a 30 grand Ford and tell me that feels like a 30 grand car. You know, and then compare it to the Honda Civic.
Yep.
And the Honda Civic feels like it's in a different league to something like a 30 grand, I don't know, Ford Cougar or Puma or... Yeah. I mean, it doesn't feel remotely like a fair fight.
No. And actually, I've got one of those arriving tomorrow, the new updated version, so that'd be quite nice. So
of the Civic?
The Civic, yeah.
Oh, nice. I didn't know there was a new one.
Well, it's a very light tickle.
Oh, right. One of those facelifts that where nothing's changed.
It's like had a mustache trim. That's about it.
Yeah.
So,
is it still
I do like the Civic.
Is it is it 1.8 hybrid? No, 2 litre, isn't it?
Yes. I haven't even looked at the spec sheet, so not really sure. Yeah.
That's one new ICE car that I would still buy.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I think it's an amazing car and an amazing chassis, and I love it, and that's why I really want to try the Prelude as soon as possible.
Me too.
That's going to make my special place feel funny. I know.
So there's the episode title right there. Deary me.
Jim's special place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you got? What have you got coming up?
So today I've got Qashqai being delivered.
Oh, cool.
I don't know how I've got this far along. with the Qashqai having had a refresh, and I haven't done it because obviously for my audience that's going to be a car that lots of people are potentially interested in, especially with like the lease deals, and obviously they always get loads of them on Motability, etc.
Yep.
And people buying a new car, Qashqais do really, really well just with private buyers. So it's definitely time I had a look at that. It's the E-Force, I think, which I've tested the E-Force powertrain in the Duke before, and I wasn't a fan of how it works at all. It's one of those hybrid systems, much like the Honda, I think. I'll have to revisit when I'm doing my research, but I think it's one of those where the engine never actually drives the wheels. It's, putting energy into the battery, and the electric motors are driving the wheels. But I remember it being a bit agricultural and it feeling like a car with a petrol generator attached. I mean, it's a long time ago since I did that. But I seem to remember I much preferred the what's the other Nissan SUV?
The X-Trail.
X-Trail. There we go. Yeah, I quite like the X-Trail. So I mean, I don't know. We'll see if I like it or not. And
I tested the Qashqai last year. It was good. So
yep,
it was good.
That was the E-Force, was it?
Yes, I think it was. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I tested the pre-facelift the year before. I think 1 month after the new one got announced, and then tested the new one last year. So yeah,
right.
Whichever way around it was, but yeah, that's a decent car. So
cool.
Yeah.
And then what was it? The week after, I've got the Audi A6 e-tron coming.
Is that the estate?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
I said that confidently. I'm pretty sure it's the estate, but I'm not 100%. I'm really looking forward to that because that's a car that I should love, because I always loved big Audi saloons in estates. But I've thus far been a little bit underwhelmed by the EVs I've had from Audi.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm really looking forward to it though, and I'm going to try and do a couple of really decent long trips in it because I want to test it.
Nice. Yeah, I've not heard amazing things about Audi's EVs, but I haven't driven any, to be fair. So.
No, but I mean, when I was talking to Batch a while ago, and he said that's the one. He said that really impressed him, and he'd been a bit meh with some of the others. So, yeah, we'll see.
Sounds good.
What about you?
Yeah.
What have you got?
Well, as I said, I got the Civic tomorrow, which is Tuesday, and then after that, I've got the new Model Y Performance, which I'm not a massive fan of how the standard Model Y looks. I just think it looks a bit odd, but this one looks really good.
Oh, what the standard, as in the cheap one, the new one?
Oh,
the one that's
sorry.
What
I mean
the
is
standard or the regular Model Y.
So I'm not a fan of how the normal Model Y looks like. The premium trims. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
it's with the light bar. It just looks a bit odd, I think. Whereas the Y Performance, I think the added design things they've added to it makes it look awesome. Yeah. So I'd be quite impressed with that. And I was gobsmacked at how good the 3 Performance was last year.
Yeah,
that was really something. Yeah, it was really something. Really, so it'd be quite good fun.
I haven't driven the 3 Performance.
Have you not?
No, I've got the Y Performance next month, I think. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, obviously there's a Tesla dealership at the end of my road, so I see the Performance version all the time, and it does look so much better, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Looks
I'd
really
probably
good.
still never buy one simply because of the price difference, and I think the standard one is quick enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm cute. That's a car I'd love to take around a track, by the way. To see if it's a proper performance car or if it just goes really fast in a straight line.
Yeah, when I took the 3 Performance out last year, took it around some nice roads wherever I was. I was with James from BEV actually, and we're doing some filming with the car, and then took it on some nice lanes, and it really came alive. It was so much it was just that little bit better than the standard 3s.
Yeah.
It was
That
really
chassis
agile.
is so good though. Like in the standard ones, the chassis is brilliant, and
it's very good.
I can imagine the performance version would be wonderful.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah. So yeah, and then after that, I've got a handful of Genesis EVs, which is nice. Nice to be back in Genesis cars. So they'd be quite nice.
Oh yeah. What have you got coming up? Is this all the new updated lineup? Yeah, I haven't booked any in yet.
The new GV70 and then the new G80 as well. They're sometime in February, those, so a little bit later on, but we'll probably get onto those in the next few episodes. But yeah, all good.
Cool. And then the new GV60 is around the corner, or is it already with us?
The new GV60 came out in September, I believe.
With the
I think I reviewed that one.
Gears.
Oh, you mean the Magma version?
That's the one I mean. Is the Magma?
Oh, that one's pretty soon, I think. Not sure when.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's bonkers. That thing. I can't believe they've actually made that.
No.
I don't know if we spoke about
put those pseudo gears into all the Kia GT stuff as well, even though it's not super fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I think it's an interesting time for it.
It is. I don't know if we've spoken about it, but do you see that concept that Genesis released a few months ago? The G90 Estate, whatever it was, I think.
Oh yeah.
It just looks like a baddie's car. Like
it
looks
does.
so awesome.
Yeah, Bond villain.
Yeah, it looks brilliant.
Yeah. I don't think it'll park in a garage. I think it has to be like a lair in the side of a mountain. Where a boulder shifts and you drive into the darkness.
Yeah, it looks just... I really wish they make that. It looks so good. So, yeah.
Yeah, it does look like an absolute beast, that thing. Did you see our chum Jonathan, who's over in Spain at the moment, spotted the Jag EVs being tested out in the wild?
Yeah.
All camoed up.
They must have driven those from the UK down to Spain, which is great. But yeah.
Yeah, but there seems to be loads of testing going on where he is, like south of Spain.
Yeah.
I wonder if they do some of the maybe WLTP stuff, or
maybe.
I'm not sure. I've got absolutely no idea of how that's done. I'd love to actually learn a bit about that and do a video about it at some point. But I wonder if they do that because it's warm climate and I don't know.
Well, they probably want to test it in the warm.
Nice straight roads.
Yep. I mean, well, they probably just decided, we need to go and do some testing. We'll go and do it in Spain.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it in Spain rather than Barnsley. Yeah.
Oh, dear. Oh, actually, I saw an interesting job posting on LinkedIn this morning.
Yeah.
And it was for a brand manager for Rivian in the UK.
Oh, wow.
So they're gearing up.
Oh.
Very soon to launch, I think. So, yeah.
God, I'd be quite up for that. Wow.
But yeah,
that's a brand I'm very interested by. I mean, I've sat in all their stuff over the years, and it's just I don't know, it just appeals to me in quite a big way.
Yeah, it looks good.
I love the pickup where you've got that sort of utility space behind the second row of seats, and you can have a pull-out kitchen or I don't know, like any number of anythings in there. Really, I've seen
awesome.
Like a workbench for tools and stuff, and I mean, it's just so well designed. I think I'm not in love with the front end of the Rivian stuff, like the headlight, the face, if you like, but everything else about that brand excites me.
Yeah, it'd be very cool. Hopefully, at some point.
Apart from their balance sheet.
They're not doing too well financially.
No.
Oh right.
No, but VW have invested like 5 or 6 billion into them, I think.
Oh yes, yeah. The ID.1 is going to have their software, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's probably a really good partnership for both brands. So it'll help VW push on, and obviously Rivian need money.
Yeah.
Because it's so difficult. It's like with arrival vans. When you start a new car company, it must be so difficult already. But then when you decide to R&D everything,
yep.
I know Tesla did it, but even then they had some. I think they bought in like the earlier ones, like Model S's and stuff, had some of the switchgear was from Mercedes, was it? Or
I noticed the on the Model S that I borrowed over Christmas, the gear select on the right hand side, it reminded me of. I'd seen it in a Chinese car before, so I think it was a standard part that you just can buy. It was oddly familiar to me. I couldn't remember what car it was from, but yeah. So yeah.
By the way, every Chinese car seems to have that same driver information display.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's utterly bizarre. I wonder if it's like a government-issued driver information display. I did ask one of the PRs at BYD about it, and he said to me that BYD makes everything.
So maybe other people buy it from BYD.
Completely convinced that he knew what I was talking about, but
Right.
but yeah, it could be that BYD produces everything and it just gets sold to every car company, and they all chip in on the R&D or something. Or at the end of the day, the ultimate owner of all those companies is probably the same.
Yeah.
You know, if you get my meaning, wink, wink.
Yeah, I know what I mean. Yeah. No, they do seem to be it's an odd one, but it makes sense. Why make something twice if?
Yeah.
And all these other companies aren't quite as big as BYD. So if BYD's making them, then why wouldn't you buy it from them if it's cheaper? So
it's a shame though, because on every one of those vehicles that have got it, that's the worst part of the interior.
Yeah, because of the color. So what do you call it?
Yeah.
The difference in colors. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can put it into night mode, which improves it, but still, it's not super fantastic, is it?
No.
You know, there are better out there, but
contrast. That's the words I'm looking for.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's always. Yeah, it's also a little bit messy in terms of all the icons they've got on the screens as well. It's just a little bit confusing.
It feels like we've spent loads of money on this, on the interior and the fit and finish, and the seats feel really nice, and this and this and this.
Yeah.
And then we've bought a knockoff iPad from Temu, and you know, Fat Dave in IT has spent his lunch break coming up with some software for it.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did my infotainment review of that BYD, but I couldn't do the app because the cars hadn't been set up for the mobile phone service on the cars, or the SIM card, so it was a little bit annoying. But
send me your link, by the way, when it's released.
I will do.
And I'll stick it in the video description.
This week.
Cool.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'll get you an extra 3 views.
Yeah, it will be 3 views probably. Yeah. Yeah.
I think everyone's stopped watching my video now, so. It's weird with reviews though, isn't it? You get the initial views and then it really slows down, and then sometimes months later it suddenly starts to pick up again.
The ones that do really well, I've noticed, it always seems to be the Cherry brands.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
So the Tiggo 9 I reviewed whenever that was, last year sometime. It's still doing really, really well.
Yeah.
And I'm not. They're really good cars, but I'm not really sure why they do so well.
My Motor 9's done amazingly. I think it's my best ever car review.
That's my best ever car review video as well.
Yeah. I think it's because the big channels don't bother with them.
Yeah, which I'm not sure why, because they're really good.
Because that Motor 9, the only videos that came out sort of immediately, I think it was me, you and Tish, and all of us got really good views.
Yep. Yeah. Which is weird because I see a lot of them around, because the Motor 9's quite distinctive from the front end. I see loads of them around on the road. So they're obviously quite popular with people to buy. So, yeah, don't know. It's a weird one.
It is odd, isn't it? I'm looking at my top videos in the last 48 hours, and number, let's have a look, 10 on that list is the Motor 9 review, which was ages ago. I mean, it must have been, I don't know, what was it like?
That was July.
It was July, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
That's a long time because I put so many videos out, and
yeah,
it's very unusual for a video that old to be in my top 10.
Yeah.
And I spend most of the video, I think, saying, well, I've only got this for 50 minutes and I've got to make a video. And kind of saying, not take it with a pinch of salt, but trying to tell people that whatever my thoughts on this car, I'm driving it for 50 minutes.
Yep.
So bear that in mind. It's not a car that I've spent a week with and done all kinds of different driving with and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's difficult sometimes. So, because there's stuff in cars I notice where I've probably noticed it on day 3 out of 7.
Yeah.
I was like, cool. I'm glad I didn't film that yesterday because I've now noticed it today.
And stuff that happens once.
Yep.
And that happens to be, I mean, I've had it before where it's happened the day after I've filmed. Because sometimes you have to look at the weather, don't you, and think,
yep.
Well, ideally, I'd always film the day before it goes back. And I always try to do that. But if the weather's atrocious, sometimes you've got to do it like the day after you get it or something. And if so, I'll go out on a really long drive that morning and try and get as much, as many different kind of road surfaces. I'll try and do dual carriageway. I'll try and do B roads. I'll literally always take test cars into Sainsbury's car park.
Oh, yeah.
And that kind of stuff, just because that's all the stuff people do every day. And how easy is it to get into a supermarket parking space and then get out of the car? And all the boring stuff that people actually want to do. Because I would hate someone to go and buy a car based on my review, and then they find out all that stuff like the week after it's delivered, and I haven't told them because I've been too bloody lazy or something.
Yeah.
Which is why I always try and make a point of saying, like, first drive, when, with the BYD, it was a launch event. We didn't have that long with the car. It was one car between two of us, and all you can really give is your initial impressions, isn't it?
Yeah, I think because of lack of time, I think I only drove that car for 20 minutes the entire time I was filming.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It just happens. So, yeah.
But if you're up front and you say it's my initial impressions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yep. Yeah, I think that's about that for this episode.
We've bored people enough, have we, today?
I think so. Again. Yep.
Yeah, we
if you want to
give people what they're used to, so they keep coming back for it. So, yeah, if you're still alive and you want more of this, come back next week.
Yeah, if you haven't fallen asleep at the wheel, come back next time.
Yeah.
If people want to find out more about you and what you do, where can they find you online, Jim?
My website, which is notaguru.co.uk, and I'm putting a bit more effort into that at the moment, trying to update news stories and stuff.
Good.
Some of them are actually written by me and not by AI of some kind. But
not by child labour?
Well, my daughter has a new part-time job occasionally. That's notguru.co.uk, and of course my website, my YouTube channel is definitely Not a Guru. Nice. What about you, Alex? Where can people find you?
You can find my website where there is some news and review content on there, written stuff, theinterface.uk, and then all my car review, EV charging guides, infotainment stuff, all on the Interface cars on the YouTubes. All good. Yeah. And don't forget to subscribe to this podcast. We're trying to get it to above 3 figures at some point in the next 10 years. So you can listen to this podcast on YouTube and also in audio platforms too. So definitely go and give us a follow on whatever platform you choose to use.
Yeah, thanks for the people that have joined us on YouTube, by the way. We've seen the views are still low even for our two lowly channels, but we have seen quite a big increase on YouTube subscriptions and views. So if you are one of those new YouTube viewers, please do remember to subscribe on YouTube as well as following on your podcast platform of choice.
Nice. Again, thank you for listening, and we'll see you again next time.
Bye-bye.